With this video, we are going to show how to swap the rollers out on a Kymco Super 9 air-cooled. We are going from heavier rollers to 7-gram rollers to increase the RPMs of the scooter when we're running wide open. This particular scooter is fully modified. It's got the carburetor, it's got the manifold ported, we got the Malasi torque drive back in here, we got clutch springs, heavy clutch springs, we also have the Malasi Variator. So let's get started. For this particular video, I have done several times to get the audio correct, and doing so I have removed these bolts already pre-hand. I still have this cable here that runs the brake. Alright, and up here you have a little clamp, and I use these particular tools to get the clamp loose and slide it down. There we go. Now the rubber up here tends to stick to the cover, so I like to use the clamp in here and wiggle it a little bit. Okay, crack that and break it loose so that it doesn't stick when we go to take it off. When removing the cover, it's very good to pull the cover straight out. Don't grab the back and pull the back out. Don't grab the front and pull the front out. We want to pull all at one time. And if you have to, wiggle it a little bit. There we go. Get that cable out of the way. Here. Alright, let's put this to the side. I'm checking the rubber on it. For this particular example, I have already loosened this. What I did use to loosen this is a impact wrench from Harbor Freight, 29 bucks, a lifesaver. You'll see me use it when I put it all back together. So let's get at it. This is your fan. This is, I believe, is called the faceplate, and the Malasi Variator is in back. Right here is a stock belt. I prefer stock belts. And of course your clutch. And your torque drive and torque spring are under here. Later on I will do a video on how to add a shim to your torque spring. But for now, let's get at the Variator. Like I said, I've already taken this off, and it's probably the third time I've done it, so I could get this video correct. I'll put that down on the ground. And here's our Malasi Variator. A lot of times the belt won't come over the crankshaft. So what we need to do is push the two belts together like this, and that will increase the length of the belt. So pull right here, and then it comes off. Let's put that down right there. Here's your Malasi Variator. What I like to do is reach behind it with my two fingers, and over here, reach behind that side, and grab the faceplate behind there so I don't get parts falling all over the place, and pulling it off all together. Here's your Variator. This is a Malasi Variator. As you can see, we're going to swap the rollers out. Okay, just take the cover off. Here's the rollers that will be coming out, and here's the rollers we will be installing. So let's go ahead and just dump those out, holding on to this. And since I have this in my hand, let's go over a few of the parts. I call this the top plate. I don't know if that's the exact name for it, but I call it the top plate of the Variator. And this here is the boss. A lot of people ask, what is the boss? Well, that's this right here. And what they do with the stock boss is they have a little piece of metal right there that doesn't allow the Variator to slide fully on the boss. It'll stop right there, in return restricting your transmission. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and put those lighter rollers in. So let me put that down here. Okay, there we go. Here's the new rollers. Now if you have 7-gram rollers and 8-gram rollers and you want 7.5, you can use them together, but you have to do one after the other. So one would be that one, and then the other one, and then this one, and then let's say the other one, and then this one, and then the other one. In this case, we're using 7-gram rollers, all 7-gram rollers, so it doesn't really matter. Of course, put your top plate on, and remember, I'm holding the bottom in, and then you turn it sideways like this. I got one finger or a couple fingers on the back side holding the faceplate. Now what we're going to do is install this. Let me move the camera. Alright. Alright, now that that's in place, we're going to go in reverse. Let's put the belt on. Let's put the faceplate on. Now, since this is going together for good, I will use the impact wrench. Make sure I have it the right direction. I like to use little bursts instead of one long controlled burst. That's just me. But it works however it works for you. Now what I need to do is pull this out of the way and put this hose on first. There we go. When you put this on, you put it on the same way you took it off. Try to put it on straight together. Let's see. There we go. There it is. Nice solid sound when I hit it. Alright. And let's put a bolts on. Switch that around. Don't buy one of these Skill ratchets. This is the third one I have, and I think they're discontinued. They're no good. They last for a while, and then they just stop working. I have those two to hold the case on. I'm going to use this again to pull the clamp over the hose over here that we took off at the very beginning. Okay, as you can see, that's back in place. And the last thing we need to do, put the brake lever on, by the brake cable. Alright. I do have a few more cover bolts to install, but I don't think you need to see me do that. That is a roller, changing of the rollers, and also a little bit about the variator and some of the other components in there. Hope this informational video helps you out with your roller changes and your new installs and information about the variator. Enjoy!